A blessed day, everyone, and our devotion for today is found from the book of Deuteronomy, the fifth book of the Old Testament, chapter 14, verses 1 to 6. It says, Clean and unclean food. You are the children of the Lord your God. Do not cut yourselves or shave the front of your heads for the dead. For you are a people holy to the Lord your God, out of all the peoples on the face of the earth. The Lord has chosen you to be his treasured possession. Do not eat any detestable thing. These are the animals you may eat: the ox, the sheep, the goat, the deer, the gazelle, the roe deer, the wild goat, the ibex, the antelope, and the mountain sheep. You may eat any animals that has a split hoof divided in two and that chews the cud. This is the word of the Lord. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. My devotion for today is from Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 7 to 12. However, of those that chew the cud or that have a divided hoof, you may not eat the camel, the rabbit, or the hyrax. Although they chew the cud, they do not have a divided hoof. They are ceremonially unclean for you. The pig is also unclean. Although it has a divided hoof, it does not chew the cud. You are not to eat their meat or touch their carcasses. Of all the creatures living in the water, you may eat any that has fins and scales, but anything does not have fins and scales, you may not eat, for you it is unclean. You may eat any clean bird, but these you may not eat: the eagle, the vulture, the black vulture. The word of the God. Amen.
Good day, everyone. My devotion for today is from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 13 to 18. Clean and unclean food: the red kite, the black kite, any kind of falcon, any kind of raven, the horned owl, the scratch owl, the gull, any kind of hawk, the little owl, the great owl, the white owl, the desert owl, the osprey, the cormorant, the stork, any kind of heron, the hoopoe, and the bat. Amen.
A blessed day, everyone. Our reading for today is from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14. Clean and unclean food. I'll be reading from verse 19 to 24. And here is the scriptures. And all winged insects are unclean for you. They shall not be eaten. All clean winged things you may eat. You shall not eat anything that has died naturally. You may give it to the sojourner who is within your towns, that he may eat it, or you may sell it to the foreigner. For you are a people holy to the Lord your God. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. Tithe. You shall tithe all the yield of your seed that comes from the field year by year, and before the Lord your God, in the place that he will choose to make his name dwell there. You shall eat the tithe of your grain, of your wine, and of your oil, and the firstborn of your herd and flock, that you may learn to fear the Lord your God always. And if the way is too long for you, so that you are not able to carry the tithe, when the Lord your God blesses you, because the place is too far from you, which the Lord your God chooses, to set his name there. Amen.
A blessed day, everyone. My devotion for today is from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verses 25 to 29. Then exchange your tithes for silver, and take the silver with you and go to the place the Lord your God will choose. Use the silver to buy whatever you like, cattle, sheep, wine, or other fermented drink, or anything you wish. Then you and your household shall eat there in the presence of the Lord your God and rejoice. And do not neglect the Levites living in your towns, for they have no allotment or inheritance of their own. This is the word of the Lord. Amen.